Well, hey, Motor Warriors, I am here with two really talented, young, great Americans. Now, I want to interview a couple of these boys here, so why don't you go ahead and tell me your name?
My name's Lane Lowe.
And tell us about your riding experience and your driving experience with cars.
I started when I was about 13. I had a Camaro when I first started. I raced up here in Princeton, won the championship. And then I bought a Monte Carlo. We put a 602 crate engine in it and took it up Beckley, and I think I finished maybe third in the points.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And I haven't got to race much this year because of COVID.
Right, yeah.
But we was going to race this weekend, but they shut it down because of COVID again.
So do you have dreams and aspirations to be a professional racer when you're older? I mean, what do you want to do for a living type of thing? What do you want to do with your racing abilities?
I'd like to go into like big dirt track racing, but it's hard. It takes a lot of money to do that.
Yeah. Do you have any people that have offered sponsorships to you if you start going at a pro level? Have you talked to anybody about sponsoring you or anything like that?
Not too big, not many. I've talked to a few, but not too big.
Not yet.
Not yet,
right?
anyways.
You get a little older, get more experience, start showing up on the boards, and maybe they'll start sending offers your way.
Oh yeah.
So what kind of engine you got in your car now?
602 crate engine.
602. Oh yeah, I think you said that, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to make sure we don't leave anything out. So tell me how you got into racing.
My dad started when he was 16, and he's worked his way up all the way up to here. And when I was 11 years old, I started in go-karts down here in Tazewell. And when I was 13 years old, I got me a car and went on from there.
It's really cool. It's really nice that your parents support what you're doing and they enjoy it as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they're out there cheering you on every time you're on the dirt, right?
Scared to death of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you know, it's like sometimes the most fun has some risk, right? We ride motorcycles and there's some risk, but man, it is fun. You know, if you lived your life in some kind of little bubble where you never had any risk, yeah, it wouldn't be a very fun life, would it? Yeah.
It wouldn't be too fun.
Do you have brothers and sisters that ride like that or race?
No, I have a sister, but she's all into horses and stuff.
Well, that's cool. I like horses too. Horses are cool. What is she riding now?
I
mean, does she compete in anything or she just ride?
She just rides right now.
Okay, so she's not like a barrel racer or anything like that?
She used to be till her horse got foundered and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's not good. Yeah, it's kind of hard to ride a horse that's foundered. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Anything else you want to tell people who might be inspired by watching your little segment of this interview?
Not really.
No?
No.
What if there's somebody out there watching that's like 11 years old that thinks what you do is pretty cool? What would you tell them to try and go for it? Yeah?
Go for it.
Just go for it?
Just go for it.
That was pretty cool. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Now we're going to look over here to Isaac. Now, if you haven't seen any of the videos with young Mr. Isaac here, this boy can ride. On the last video that they posted, on the last lap, he was in 7th place, jumped all the way to 3rd. And for somebody who doesn't get to ride that track a lot, man, that's amazing. If you've ever ridden dirt, you know how impressive what he did really is. So I'd like to talk to Isaac here and ask him about his bikes and how he got into riding and all that kind of stuff. So tell us what you want to tell us about. What are you riding?
Yeah. KX250F.
Okay, you have another bike though too, right?
Yeah, I have a Suzuki 125 that I started on.
Yeah. So that was your first bike, the one you started tearing it up on, or did you have one before that?
No, that was my first bike.
Okay. I know I've seen you ride both, and on the 250 you do a lot better.
Yeah.
So how did you get into riding, Isaac?
I just watching it on TV, watching Supercross.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to do it, so.
So your dad rides on the street all the time. Do you want to do that when you get a little older, or do you just more into dirt?
More into just racing.
Are
racing
you?
dirt bikes, yeah.
Do you want to ride on the streets, or don't you really so much care about that?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Do you? Yeah. That's cool. You know, you have to have a license and that motorcycle endorsement, right?
Yeah.
So you got to go for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so tell us about your racing experience. What are like highlights to you from your point of view?
Oh, well, I've been racing this year. First race in January, indoor, and then started racing outdoor just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And so what is the favorite track you've ever been on?
Last one in West Virginia.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
Is it because you did so well?
Yeah.
Or is it just a better track?
It's just a good track,
Yeah.
comfortable with it.
How do you like riding out here on the track that you got behind the house over here and
like
paired
it.
up by the sheep?
I like pretty
You like
good.
doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other day when I was coming up here, I'm coming up the driveway and I'm coming up and Isaac's going down in the field doing a wheelie. That was cool. And then right as I stopped and get off the bike, he's whipping around here and he goes airborne up over the jump. And I'm like, well, I hope there's no sheep down there. It was pretty fun. And
He was herding the sheep.
yeah, he's herding the sheep. Yeah, as long as he's not hurting the sheep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been in another video that I had showing him do some wheelies and going over that jump over here behind the house and stuff. And if I can put a segment of him riding out here, I'll do that. But depends on if the sheep want to cooperate and get out of his way. We don't want him hitting the sheep. But both these are really talented young guys. These are the kind of guys that go on to become adults that are great Americans. They represent the nation well. They represent this region well. Yeah, it was a real good wheelie. There's an air. That's a nice jump. Good job, Isaac. And there's the dogs. Those dogs that tear you up if you try to come around here. He's doing really good. All the rocks in there, that can be pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. There you go. There's some air. Good jump. That boy can ride. There we go. There we go. That was nice. When I was riding when I was his age, I wish I had something like this to ride around on. It'd be nice to just go out in your own backyard and ride like that. Not have to worry about getting chased away by the police or somebody comes screaming at you. Nice jump. That's their dog. One of their dogs down there, that Anatolian Shepherds or whatever. You come walking in here when you ain't supposed to be. They're really protective. They'll tear you up. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. His dog's down there barking every time he goes down there. I think the dog's just laying down there trying to stay in the shade. Nice takeoff too. When take off like that in a race. You don't want to waste energy spitting too much dirt, and you don't want your front end to come up. There you go. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of him doing a wheelie coming up over here.